Kickoff. This webinar is being recorded. We'll share this with you after the event. I'm Brandon Kowalik, Residential Program Manager, and I'll be starting this event off today. Today you'll hear from a number of people on our team about our Hometown Energy Savers programs and rebates and incentives that directly affect you all as participating contractors in our service territory. It's been a few years since we've held one of these, so we're excited to do this event again, and we see a number of familiar names in the attendee list here, but some new ones as well. So we look forward to meeting you all and getting this information out to you. To start off, I just want to give you a few slides here, a little bit of information. As I mentioned, this is being recorded. This will be emailed out after the event for your reference. We have a chat open. Please use that for any questions you may have. And questions will be answered at the end of each section. We're going to do a residential and then a commercial. We'll do Q&A after both. And then keep your microphones muted if not, just so that everyone can hear everything. So with all that out of the way, I'd like to introduce Anna Muni. She's the manager of the carbon neutrality programs at BWL that oversees the Hometown Energy Savers programs. And she's going to talk a little bit about what's going on with BWL. Anna?
Thanks so much, Brandon, and good morning, everybody. I appreciate Michigan Energy Options and Slipstream just giving the opportunity to introduce myself and kind of kick off the kickoff. As Brandon mentioned, I am the manager of carbon neutrality programs here at Lansing Board of Water and Light. This is actually a brand new position. Carbon neutrality programs is also a brand new department. And so now Hometown Energy Savers reports through carbon neutrality programs up through our strategic planning division here at the board, which is really excellent because it allows us to take a more strategic look at growing these programs, especially again, our energy waste reduction programs, which have really been one of BWL's longest running and definitely strongest programs. And so now the Hometown Energy Savers program is very aligned and works very closely with other customer programs such as electric vehicles, solar, our GreenWise renewable energy program, and some others. But again, we're here this morning for the Hometown Energy Savers program. As I mentioned, thanks to Slipstream, thanks to Michigan Energy Options, but also really thanks to everybody on this call this morning. Again, the Hometown Energy Savers program continues to meet goal every year and really just strengthen and increase year over year. In fact, as you can see on the slide here, in 2022, customers saved over 24.3 million kilowatt hours of electricity. That saves those customers money. It's saving them energy. And to be honest, that avoidance is also really helping BWL move towards its carbon neutrality goal in 2040, because you can see, that amount of kilowatt hour savings is causing significant avoidance, or basically the equivalent of saving 1.9 million gallons of gasoline, really the equivalent of planting over 280,000 trees. And so this is really probably the program's strongest year. Again, we continued to meet goal by eliminating nearly 38 million pounds of CO2 emissions. And so again, just really appreciate everyone being here this morning and continuing to support these programs because they do really help out our customers, but they also really help out our goals for carbon neutrality and continuing strength of the program. So I hope everyone really gets a lot out of the information this morning. And again, big thanks to Michigan Energy Options and Slipstream for kicking this off this morning. Thanks, Brandon. Back to you.
Thank you, Anna. All right, Jessica, could you go to the, perfect, thank you. Really quick, I want to give you take this opportunity just to introduce you guys to our staff at Michigan Energy Options. We implement the residential side of the programs. A few of these names and you're probably familiar with, but I'm again Brandon Kowalik. Angela Mares is our program manager. Lauren Chapman is our program coordinator. She actually handles a majority of the rebate applications. So if there's been any issues with applications, you've probably spoke with Lauren. And then Clara Gugamos is our community energy specialist. She's the one out in the field, kind of coming by to your shops, dropping off materials. We got a great team on the MEO side, and we're looking forward to a stronger 2023. Really quick, I just want to give you a brief background on all of our residential programs. We're here obviously talking about the HVAC program, which is part of our high efficiency products. That also includes lighting and appliance rebates. We also have an appliance recycling program for refrigerators, freezers, dehumidifiers, and room air conditioners that will recycle those and provide rebates to the customer. Our Hometown Help is our income qualifying program where we do energy audits at customers' homes, providing them energy efficient product, and also giving them tips and education on how to save their electric usage and reduce their bill. And we also have a multifamily program where we do direct install lighting and water measure upgrades in multifamilies in the territory. Last year on the residential side, 5.3 million kilowatt hours saved. Customers received over $387,000 in rebates and other incentives. So a really strong year for the program, but we have higher hopes in 2023. And we hope that along with your help, we can hit those goals. For the HVAC program, we'd just like to take a minute here and pat everyone on the back for a great year. Almost 300,000 kilowatt hour savings and $72,000 in rebates almost, led by central ACs and heat pumps and programmable thermostats. That's your program, it's your Wi-Fi thermostats. And then we had a 64 AC tune-ups. Those are kind of the top 3 performers in the program last year. And then the top 5 contractors. This is in alphabetical order, but Applegate, which I see representatives from Applegate on the call. So thanks for being a top participating contractor. Doty Mechanical as well, GL Wilson, Hager Fox, and the Meridian Company were our top 5 in terms of kilowatt hours saved, rebates provided, and total measures incentivized. So thank you all again for what you were able to help us achieve last year. Want to touch base on some 2023 HVAC rebates and then kind of identify some newer and promotional rebates that we'll be offering on the residential side. Not too much change in terms of eligible measures going from 2022 to 2023. However, we do have some incentive changes. So please note those. Central ACs, AC heat, air source heat pumps had a slight reduction. We've kept most other rebates pretty similar. One rebate that's new since we met last back in 2019 that we added last year and we're excited for. Oh, I'm out of order. I apologize. We'll get to that soon. You want to go to the next slide, Jessica? Thanks. The 2023 residential application is available on our website at hometownenergysavers.com. And there's a mail-in and online submission available there. Most of you are well aware of our online submission. That is our most popular submission. So we've cleaned that up in the last year, made it a little easier to use. So we are excited for that. And not many changes in terms of the application process. Requires the AHRI certificate for your ACs and mini splits and air source heat pumps. So please make sure to include an up-to-date AHRI certificate on your 2023 applications. That helps us process those faster and get that money back to the customer quickly. Again, just the requirements to the application must be received within 60 days of purchase or installation of those measures. So please, if you're completing the application on behalf of the customer, get that in as fast as you can so that we can process that and make sure that the customer receives their rebate. And still have all the same available ways to submit your application: fax, online, mail, and email. And now I'd like to take a moment to talk about the whole home dehumidifier. This measure was added last year, mid-program year, and we're offering a $500 rebate for the installation of an Energy Star certified whole home dehumidifier. We had a number of those come through last year, and we're hoping that with a full program year and being able to promote those to you today, that we can see an increase in those installations. A significant $500 rebate for customers for that installation. And starting today, we are offering a AC tune-up bonus, $25 bonus. So that makes the rebate $75 for an AC tune-up. That is going to run through May 31st. And always want to remind everyone on this call that our AC tune-up requirements are basically just your standard tune-up that you offer. We don't have any additional testing or requirements outside of a standard tune-up. So, take advantage of that, especially with the $75 rebate. And that runs through May 31st. From May 31st, we will honor that tune-up if the application is received between May and June. But then afterwards, starting July 1st, anything installed during that period that is received will receive the $50 tune-up. So get those tune-ups in as soon as you get them completed in the spring here, and customers will receive an additional $25. That was the residential programs update. Again, here's my contact information. If you don't have applications, if you don't have any promotional material, if we haven't made it out to your storefront, please let us know. You can reach us at 1-800-573-3503. We're happy to provide you applications, any kind of material to help promote these programs to your customers. My email address is also here, bkowalik@michiganenergyoptions.org. So reach out if you'd like any of that, and we'll be sure to send a specialist out with that material and with some education on our programs. With that, are there any questions on the residential side before we move on to commercial? Take a moment here to see if anything comes through the chat. Don't see anyone typing, so I think we're good to move on. Now I want to introduce Glenn Voisin. He's the program manager on the C&I programs. He will talk a little bit about the commercial industrial programs. Glenn?
All right. As you said, my name is Glenn Voisin. I'm the program manager, and what you see before you is the Slipstream team for the commercial, industrial, and small business programs. I have Josh Peterson as an energy advisor. We do have another energy advisor coming online. We have someone in mind, but we have to wait to make that announcement. And then we have Andrew Cotilla, who's our energy engineer. Now, he works very closely with us, but we also have a number of other engineers that we can draw from for any specialty items that someone may have for us. So I'm going to go to the next slide. So these are the results from last year, and I want to thank everyone on this call because this is your work. You helped us achieve that. All these measures installed. We didn't install the measures, you installed the measures. So thank you very much. We very much appreciate it. And we do realize that contractors are very important to this program. So take a look at what you've done, and we very much appreciate that. Let me go to the next slide. And here are the results on the small business program as well. A lot of measures installed for the small business customers, and even though there's fewer measures, they have probably more impact on the small business than some of the larger things. So thank you very much. Next. So just some reminders here. We do want to make sure that we have pre-approvals put in. After pre-approvals, you do have 90 days to complete the projects. If there are any issues with that, please contact us as soon as you can, knowing if it's going to go past those 90 days. Now, prescriptive incentives, if it's more than $5,000, we want a pre-approval on that. Any custom measures, we want pre-approvals. Next slide. So the small business program, we don't have any significant changes, so that may be a benefit to all of you. You don't have to learn a lot of new things. Our definition of small business is if it's less than 25,000 square feet. Now, the small business program does have an annual cap of $5,000. Now, if there are measures in the small business that are not on that application, but they are on the commercial and industrial application, you can submit the commercial and industrial application for businesses that are smaller than 25,000 square feet, so that it's prescriptive. And the one thing that comes to mind is exterior lighting. It is not on the small business application, but it is on the C&I application. So feel free to use both applications in a situation like that. So if you've got some interior measures, use the small business application. If you have exterior lighting, use the commercial and industrial application. We do want to make sure that all the spec sheets are up to date. Sometimes we do get spec sheets that may be 4 or 5 years old, and please check those and make sure that you're sending us the most up-to-date spec sheets. Lighting and some appliances, lighting, DLC, and Energy Star appliances, Energy Star requirements. So keep an eye on that as well. So a new measure for our indoor ag program is the energy recovery ventilator. That will be $80 a ton of cooling. So if you've got a project like that, get it into us. We'd be happy to work with you. The indoor and very active in the last couple of years. So thank you very much for working with us on that. Lighting on that is also DLC or Energy Star required. So other updates. Now, the compressed air applications. Last year, we made a bump up on the air leak and repair measure to $15 a horsepower. And for a complete system audit that includes valves and the compressor and storage and all that, if you do one of those, do leak detection and repair, it's $20 a horsepower. We got a request last year to bump those up, and we've kept those up. So thank you for the suggestion. Another change is the computer room AC. Look at the application. It has changed in that section. So we do require a little bit more information. So submit the complete spec sheet and the operating parameters of the system, because we need return temps and a few other things for qualifications. Next, lighting upgrades. So the lighting, we've switched to a 3-tiered system for both the indoor non-high bays and high bay categories. So if you're at a 1-shift operation where you have a minimum of 1,800 hours, you're getting 20 cents a watt reduced. 2 shifts starting at 4,000 hours, 30 cents a watt reduced, and the 3 shifts at 8,000 or more is 60 cents a watt reduced. So it's a little bit different. We've added that 3rd shift in there to avoid custom projects. And as as before, DLC and Energy Star required. So exterior lighting, it is the same as last year for the standard incentive at 30 cents a watt reduced, but starting today, we want to do a limited time bonus and increase that to 45 cents a watt reduced. So we're anticipating going through May 31st, but it is until the funds run out. So get them in as soon as you can, starting today. In order to qualify for the bonus, you do have to get pre-approval. So we can keep track of how much bonus we're putting out there. So pre-approval is required to receive the bonus. And then applications submitted after March 1st and completed in 90 days are eligible for this bonus. We really want to see what we can do to get all of the exterior lighting switched over. And as I said before, like small business, if you're doing an interior lighting and they have wall packs or a parking lot light, try to get that done as well, and you would qualify for the bonus. It doesn't matter how big or small the project is, you can apply for this bonus. So please do. Next. So that's short and sweet, very quick. This is my information, and you can get a hold of us at the hometown at slipstreaminc.org and our 800 number right there. Is there any questions about the bonus, about anything else? I'm not seeing any.
Well, give a few more minutes here in case anyone does have any questions. Otherwise, looks like
Oh, we got a hand. Lori, go ahead. Oop. You're muted, Lori.
Jessica, can we unmute Lori?
Nope, muted again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see. Looks like she's unmuted, so.
Lori, you're muted on your end.
Oh, she doesn't have a microphone. So maybe Lori, if you want to just maybe type your question in the chat and then we can answer it that way.
What qualifies as industrial ag, indoor ag? Yeah, essentially it is grow facilities. We have a lot of cannabis grow facilities, but it isn't necessarily restricted to that. We can do other types of growth facilities if you have those. You're welcome.
If anyone else has any questions, please just write them in the chat and we'll be happy to answer them. As we wait to see if there's any additional questions, I just want to remind everyone on both the residential and commercial side for program material. If we haven't been out or haven't, we send e-blasts out to contractors. So if we don't have your information, reach out to us. The website or our email address is provided. We'll include those in the chat as well here. But we'll be happy to get you on the contact lists moving forward. And then if there's any program material like applications, AC tune-up cards, those kind of things that you'd like to have some material, some handouts when your teams are out in the field, we'll be happy to get those to you if we have them. So again, the website, lbwl.com/energy savers. Our phone number is 1-800-573-3503. And I see a question here from Sarah. You mentioned the different submission options for the rebates early in the presentation. Is there a web option or did I mishear? Yes, we have a online application for residential and C&I that is on the website that I just mentioned, lbwl.com/energy savers. And then in each program, it's broken down by programs. And so if you click on either HVAC, C&I, small business, there'll be some links there for online applications. That's a web form that you'll fill out, and then there's an opportunity to attach documents at the end.
Yeah, I would like to add that as far as applications, if you are doing a new construction project, you would use the custom application on the C&I side. We don't have a specific new construction application. It would just be the custom application, and we can help you through that. We can help you through any of the applications. Feel free to ask once you get them offline. If you have questions, our number is there, and we'd be happy to help you walk through the application.
Anyone else? Any other questions about the programs, the rebate process, the requirements for any measures? We're happy to answer these questions now while we have this opportunity, or we can, you can always follow up with emails and phone calls to us as well. We're happy to answer any questions. With that, I think we can give you guys the rest of your day back. Thank you all for attending today's kickoff. Again, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We want to help make it easier for you to get these measures installed and these rebates to the customer. So if anything we can do to help that, we appreciate or will help. And we appreciate all that you guys have done to help make our program successful over the years. So thank you all very much. And we will follow up, as mentioned at the beginning, with an email with this recorded presentation. So you have that information available. And as always, check our website for more information. Thank you all for attending again, and have a good day.
Thank you.